Hey there, Melissa here. I wanted to share an idea that I had today. Let me ask you something first to set the stage. Have you ever started your day with your normal routine and you looked at your to do list and thought, I don't want to do any of this? I used to handle all of these things just fine, so why am I so unmotivated to tackle any of this? And then to add insult to that injury, you label those feelings as being lazy. Well, this is exactly where I was when I realized my idea. I thought, wait a minute, a lack of motivation is not really laziness. It's actually a sign of something else. The idea I had was that when we lack motivation, it's not because we're lazy, but because we're out of alignment with ourselves. Hmm. When what we're doing on the outside no longer matches who we are on the inside. Follow me here. In our younger years, I think we lived on default. And what I mean by that is we're busy building careers, raising kids, taking care of everybody, checking all the boxes that we think matter. And somewhere along the way, usually in our 40s and 50s, I think, life experience hits us and something starts to shift on the inside. We just start seeing life differently. But we're still holding on to the default, those old routines, those expectations, those duties. Now, of course, they were once meaningful, absolutely. But now they feel more draining. What used to inspire us doesn't really inspire us anymore. And we don't realize it right away. Because, we got to keep up the status quo, right? But we keep doing the same things that we've always done. And when our motivation and our interest starts to fade, we label it as laziness. But what's actually happening, I think, is that your inner world has evolved and your outer world just hasn't caught up yet. That's the misalignment. So think about it like this. It's a strange example, but paints a picture. Imagine trying to wear shoes that used to fit you perfectly, but now your feet have grown, so they really don't fit you anymore. You wouldn't say, my feet are lazy because they don't fit into these shoes anymore. That wouldn't make sense, would it? So I think it's kind of the same thing here. True motivation for something is not available for a life that no longer fits who you are. Let me say that a different way. Real inspiration, true motivation is just not available for doing things that no longer fit who you are. When I realized all of this, I stopped asking myself, what's wrong with me? And I started asking, okay, what's changed? Lack of motivation is a signal. It's a signal. It's trying to tell you that something in your life is not in sync. And yeah, you need to find out what it is. And instead of judging yourself as lazy, like I did, like I think we all do, let's ask a better question. What's changed? And then you allow yourself the grace to make an adjustment, to align what you do every day with who you are now. Now, that sounds simple, but maybe it's not so simple. But maybe you can say no to something on that to-do list that you just really dislike doing. Or maybe it's changing how you do that something, even if you just can't say no yet. If you're feeling unmotivated right now, just realize you may be outgrowing a version of life that once made sense to you. Find alignment, and then that motivation will return. So that's my big idea for today. Thanks for listening. And check out melissaharrisandcompany.com for resources and tools and support for your midlife reinvention journey. I'll see you next time.